Ven en la agenda, esto es lo que tenemos preparado para ustedes. So this is our agenda that we have for you today. After reviewing some school-wide expectations and updates, we are going to have Mr. Zaker and Ms. Krambeck, two of our teacher leaders who helped plan for our remote learning setting and plans that we had. So much work was done by so many of our educators all summer long. And we're excited to at least make sure that you know how to connect, which is the first important step for showing up on Tuesday. So, esta tarde también tenemos el privilegio de tener a dos líderes maestros de nuestra escuela, Ms. Krambeck y Mr. Zaker, que van a ayudarnos a asegurar que nosotros nos podemos conectar y prepararnos y repasar cómo conectarnos en preparación al primer día escolar de este martes que viene. And then after that, from 6 to 7 p.m., we'll have the chance for parents to come in 20-minute cycles to meet and greet our educators, and our educators to meet and greet our students and our families as well. Desde las 6 a las 7 de la noche vamos a tener la oportunidad de nuestros padres y maestros y estudiantes a conocernos unos a los otros para que podamos empezar este año nuevo con saludos y también con el repaso de expectativas y deseos para el año escolar. So it will be a great time to share our hopes and dreams too, but also learn concretely, how we get, what are some of the expectations that each of our educators has for you. So with that, we'll continue with our school-wide expectations. So one of the things that we want to talk with you about is that, unlike in the spring, these are our student expectations that we ask all of our students who are on right now, and also our family members who are also watching, to ensure that this is clear with each of you that it must happen. Okay? First, estas son las expectativas que nosotros queremos compartir con todos ustedes, que tenemos que asegurar que pase esta vez en este otoño, en este nuevo año escolar. Es un mejoramiento a las expectativas que teníamos como distrito y escuela en la primavera. Primero, asistir todas las clases y sesiones al día entero que tenemos. ¿Okay? No hay opción de asistir algunas y no asistir otras. We must attend all live sessions and classes throughout the day. And our educators will go over when are the live sessions and when are the asynchronous, not live sessions, in which students are still working. But there's no option of coming to some and not coming to others. We are GSA scholars, and we must ensure that we act as such scholars of high standards and expectations. Somos estudiantes de la Escuela González y tenemos que asegurar como estudiantes que vivimos y sujetamos nuestras vidas a las altas expectativas que tenemos. Secondly, we need to have our cameras on at all times and showing, just like it is showing me here to Mr. Kim, right? Not a part of it, not just hiding this way, not like, pointing down, for example. It has to be right to the face, like this. So, la segunda cosa es que las cámaras tienen que estar directamente enfocadas en la cara del estudiante. Y esto es para que podamos asegurar que nosotros sabemos cómo está el estudiante. Esto no es para cruzar cierta privacidad o algo así. No tenemos ese interés. We don't have an interest to cross any privacy sort of situation at home. We just want to be able to see our students, see how they're feeling, how they're responding, how they're engaging as well, because it's hard to teach somebody you don't see. It's hard to assess somebody who you don't see as well, right? So we want cameras on, full participation. Queremos asegurar que estén prendidas. También asegurar que haya un lugar, un sitio regular, consistente, donde uno puede ubicarse cada día para aprender. As you see, a well-lit, consistent place to be ready to learn every day. No más que uno venga sin peinarse o que venga en las pajamas, por ejemplo. Tienen que venir vestidos como con ropa del día, ¿no? Con ropa de irse a dormir, ¿no? tiene que asegurar el estudiante que está listo para aprender. So we must ensure that we're presentable. Por estas 10 semanas, for these 10 weeks, nosotros no vamos a pedir que tengan el uniforme de GSA. Va a ser opcional. So wearing the GSA uniform will be optional, but you must be presentable. You cannot be wearing your PJs or pajamas or inappropriate clothes that you wouldn't wear normally to school, okay? Also, if our educators ask you to view any pre-recorded videos, it has to be done before the deadlines, and also making sure that we refrain from eating during learning time. Okay, so you can have water like this nearby, but not eating, not having, food at the same time. So queremos asegurar que sepan que si hay pedimientos que vean ciertos videos en avance, la preparación a las clases, que se hagan eso de antemano. Y también que la comida que la comida, el desayuno y todo se haga antes del tiempo del aprendizaje. Si quieren, pueden tener agua al lado de ustedes también. Perfecto, muchísimas gracias. Y ahora, con unas cosas para los padres. So for our English-speaking parents, if you can just see, here are, some of these are repeats of what we share with our students and some of the expectations. So if you can read over those while I share it with our Spanish-speaking families as well. So aquí vamos a repasar partes, lo mismo que habíamos comunicado con las expectativas de los estudiantes, pero lo principal es asegurar que asistan cada día y cada clase durante el día, ¿no? Escuchamos de muchos de ustedes, we heard from all of your parents through town halls that you're concerned about how much there was a missed opportunity to learn throughout the summer or even during the spring. Well, this is your chance. Esta es su chance de asegurar que sus niños y nuestros estudiantes tengan ese tiempo dedicado con nuestros maestros para aprender. This is our chance to ensure that our students have the time to learn with our educators and with each other, with their peers as well. También queremos asegurar las rutinas y los materiales que estén listos y siempre animar a los estudiantes de una manera positiva a través de las palabras que los padres utilizan y las acciones también. Y no olvidarse de que la comunicación es algo esencial. La comunicación regular es esencial al éxito del estudiante. So finally, we end with just encouraging you to ensure that the materials needed for learning are there and available, positive words and actions, always encouraging our students to engage and not give up, and maintaining a regular mode of communication with our students and with our families, okay? So thank you so much for that. And then one piece of announcements before we turn it over to Mr. Zager and Ms. Kranbeck is that tomorrow we have our back to school meet and greet for materials pickup, but it's gonna be a physical meet and greet with most of our educators who are gonna be here, eager to see you and meet you in person as well. And we need all of our GSA families to come to pick up materials, pick up your, if you forgot what your email or username is, CPS email or username, to get that information. And then the password, which we're sharing here. Starting tomorrow, the password for the time being will be GSA 2020. So you will need to pick up that as well, along with a bag full of resources and materials. And then for summer packets, book returns that were borrowed during the spring, and technology support, swabs, you need to come to our main door on the Whipple side of our school during these times. Aquí les mostramos el tiempo de 8 a 10 de la mañana y de 12 a 2 van a tener la chance de encontrarse con nuestros maestros en vivo, cara a cara, con obviamente mantenimiento de distancia social, y poder recoger materiales que necesitan, también el correo electrónico si se ha olvidado y la contraseña que desde mañana será GSA 2020. Y también la oportunidad de regresar paquetes de verano, regresar libros que habían prestado y recibir apoyo de tecnología. Esas cosas van a estar en la puerta de la calle Whipple, pero los maestros van a estar de 8 a 10 y de 12 a 2 esperándoles en la calle Sacramento. So just to recap, our educators will be with you live from 8 to 10 a.m. and 12 to 2 p.m. on the Sacramento side of our building. And here's a map so that you know. You'll see here, we'll have pre-K. This is 44th Street, pre-K to 4th grade, then essentials, 5th through 8th grade, all of our academies closer to 45th Street. Anything about registration or food pickup as well, we'll have that. We'll also have, for every parent that comes, you'll be entered to a raffle for wonderful prizes. And in this area, we'll also have, just for students, paletas. Okay, vamos a tener una rifa de premios muy buenos también para todos los padres que vienen mañana. Y en esta área, la puerta número 1, también vamos a tener paletas para compartir con los estudiantes. Sorry, we don't have enough for parents or other non-GSA family members, but for our students, we will. Y la tecnología se recogerá aquí en la parte de atrás de la Escuela González en estos horarios. Una cosa de ver es que vamos a estar de 3:30 hasta las 8 de la noche esperándoles si necesita ayuda o regresar libros y paquetes de verano. So please make note of the times here, especially the 3:30 to 8 o'clock window where we will be waiting for you for any technology support, as well as returning books and summer packets as well. Finally, we will have a new app. You may have received information. We're asking all of our families to download this free app called Remind onto their phones, smartphones, and also if you want to have it tabbed on your browser, on the computer, that's fine as well, but I think the phone will do, so that we can communicate with you more efficiently and more regularly as well. So, por favor, hagan el favor de asegurar descargar este artículo que se llama Remind en sus teléfonos, okay? And one thing that I forgot to mention, we must all wear our masks tomorrow, okay? And make sure that we are socially distanced, 6 feet apart from one another. Tenemos que asegurar que tenemos nuestras máscaras y que estemos por lo menos 6 pies de distancia de cualquier persona en nuestro alrededor. All right, so with that, we'll turn it over to Mr. Zaker and Ms. Krambeck.
Thank you, Mr. Kim. I'm Ms. Krambeck. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. If you don't know me, I'm one of the 5th grade teachers at Gonzalez, and we welcome you back to a new and exciting school year. On behalf of all the educators, we are so ready to get started. Mr. Zaker is going to talk you through how to log in.
We can hear you. Or I can hear you. Go ahead, Marks.
Okay. We're going to talk you through in a minute, Mr. Zaker, is how to get into Google Classroom. But we are shooting for 100% attendance on Tuesday morning for day 1 of school. School starts at 8 o'clock, as your teachers will talk about in a few minutes. And if you have any questions after tonight, contact your teachers, or you can always call the office tomorrow, the GSA office. Hey, Mr. Zaker.
Lo que dijo la maestra Ms. Krambeck es que vamos a caminarles cómo entrar y engancharse a la primera clase para estar listos para el martes. Aseguramos que sepan que vamos a empezar el día escolar a las 8 de la mañana.
All right, hi everyone, I'm Mr. Zaker. I'm going to talk you through how to log into school for the first day of class and how your login will look every day when you come to school via remote learning.
Soy el maestro Mr. Zaker, les da la bienvenida y va a mostrarle cómo conectarse a la clase, por ejemplo, que la primera clase de este martes que viene.
All right, I'm loading up my screen. Mr. Kim, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so I am on Google, and so the first thing that I did is I typed in CPS Google Classroom. And that's going to bring me down here to where it says Google at CPS, Chicago Public Schools. And I'm going to go and click on that link. And
como pueden ver ahí, tecleo CPS Google Classroom y donde está la flecha indica donde queremos cliquear, donde dice Google at CPS. Acuérdense que esto está grabado y lo vamos a poner en nuestro sitio web. So just remember that this is being recorded. We'll also have it on our website.
And that's going to bring me to this login site right here, where I'm going to type in my CPS username. So I, for the day, am Nicholas Cornejo. And then I'm going to type in my password. And remember that everyone's password is going to be changed to GSA 2020. So for the first day of school, everyone's password will be GSA 2020.
So, después de clicar ahí, esta página va a aparecer donde va a pedir nuestro nombre, o sea, el nombre del correo electrónico y la contraseña. Acuérdense desde mañana y para el primer día escolar, nuestra contraseña de todos los estudiantes va a ser la misma, GSA 2020.
There was a problem with, uh-oh. There we go, let me try this again.
A veces hay problemas, lo vamos a tratar otra vez.
Oh, an unexpected system. See, we all have technology issues.
Yeah. So, esto puede pasar también y nos estamos preparando, ¿no? Y vamos a ver qué pasa. Hemos prestado un código y un correo electrónico de un estudiante nuestro.
Okay. Let's try it this way.
Vamos a tratarlo de una manera diferente. So, teclaríamos, entraríamos, okay, we will get in, ¿sí?
And then, so we've logged to our student's email, and then we go
Entramos al correo electrónico.
We go over here to the apps section and we click on Google Classroom, which is right here.
Y como le mostró, vamos a esa parte derecha donde están los cuadraditos y cliqueamos donde dice Google Classroom.
And once I've gotten to my Google Classroom, I am going to go to my homeroom class. And as you can see, Miss Kim is my 5th grade homeroom teacher, and I'm going to click on her Google Classroom. You can also see that I'm signed up for art and PE and music and drama with my essentials teachers. But I'm going to go ahead and click on my homeroom class, so room 303.
Cuando entren al Google Classroom van a ver que hay muchas materias, pero voy a buscar a mi maestra, en este caso para el estudiante Nicolás, es la maestra Miss Kim, y va a cliquear ahí en el 303 y entrar.
So then once I get onto my Google Classroom page, there's going to be a link code right here. And this is how I will log into class. And this link code changes every day to protect our students and keep that login safe. So once I'm ready for class, I'm going to click on this link.
Cuando estoy listo para empezar la clase, unos minutos antes de las 8, por lo menos 5 minutos antes, vamos a ver que aquí hay una dirección que va a cambiar cada día, va a ser algo nuevo. Y voy a cliquear ahí para entrar a la clase.
For sure. And so then I'll click on my link, and then that will bring me into class for the first day. And as you can see here, it'll load for a second.
Esto me va a traer a mi clase del día con mi maestra, ¿no? Y la razón por qué estamos haciendo de esto es porque hay más seguridad de entrar a la clase a través del Google Classroom. So, go ahead.
I was going to say, and so we'll come to this login screen, and you'll notice that I can see that my picture is showing up. So I'm leaving my camera on, but I'm going to mute myself when I come into class. And I'm going to hit join now. And that'll bring me into Miss Kim's classroom.
Antes de entrar, veo que mi cámara me está mostrando la cara, estoy asegurando eso, y que voy a cerrar, voy a tocar el botón de silencio porque voy a entrar sin hablar, ¿no? Y veo que dentro del salón está mi maestra, Miss Kim.
So then I would say, hi, Miss Kim, I'm so excited for my first day of school. And Miss Kim will say back, and this is how we'll start our school year.
Hi, Miss Kim. So, obviamente, como ve, cuando entro ahí, voy a ver y encontrarme con mi maestra o mi maestro, y así empezamos el primer día escolar del año.
For sure. And then that's how we'll spend our day.
Wow. Thank you. Muchísimas gracias, Mr. Zaker.
Of course. All right, Mr. Kim, back to you.
Okay. Thank you. Otra vez, muchísimas gracias a Mr. Zaker, Ms. Cranbeck por ayudarnos y guiarnos así. So thank you so much once again for Ms. Cranbeck and Mr. Zaker for helping us. And just to close here, remember, we will have that on our website for you to review again. One thing that is important is that we are connecting through Google Classroom in order to ensure that there's greater privacy and security instead of having, because that code, that Google link will change every day, like Mr. Zaker said, and that's very important to have a secure virtual space of learning every single day. So thank you so much for that. One of the things that we wanted to also share with you is that if you as a parent need to know who your hold on a second. Homeroom teacher is, and you don't know, we will put that on the chat here. I want you to meet us there. Would that go through? Yes, Mr. Zaker? No, it doesn't go through. It does. Yes, maybe. All right. Or you can email me at kfkim@cps.edu. Si no sabe en qué salón tiene que estar, me puede llamar, mandar un correo a kfkim, @cps.edu, or you can just call me 773-841-8963. 773-841-8963. O me pueden llamar 773-841-8963. 773-841-8963. There's no fee to call me, okay? You won't be charged. So me pueden llamar and I can give you your home number, okay? But that is important because right now we are going to meet. Vamos a tener la presentación con nuestros maestros. We're going to meet our educators. So this is an example of Miss Miner, and she'll have a presentation. Este es un ejemplo de las presentaciones que van a tener con nuestros maestros en el tiempo siguiente de 6 a 7 de la noche. From 6 to 7, you'll be meeting with them. And one of the things that you will be going over is the daily schedule. Una de las cosas que van a repasar juntos va a ser el horario del día. Eso es algo muy importante. So one thing to really review is to listen carefully, take notes, and really know when and at what time we need to be there for learning live, and when are the times where we're learning continuing at home as well. And our educators planned a wonderful, wonderful schedule for all of our students, so we're super excited. Nuestros maestros y educadores han planeado un buenísimo schedule de aprendizaje para todos nosotros, así que por favor disfruten del tiempo con ellos. So we ask you to enjoy that time. Now, if you don't know what the link is, you want to go to our GSA website. Si no saben a qué sitio tienen que ir, si van a González, nuestro website, van a ver que está esta página de atención. Cliquen aquí. You just click here. You'll be taken to the announcements portion. And then you'll see, do you need to meet with the pre-K team, the kindergarten team? So para pre-K and kinder, muy fácil. It's very easy because we're still finalizing some of your rosters too. You'll get to meet all of them at the same time. The same thing for our essentials team and our middle school academies, Kulu, Hope, and Bapu. They're all here. And as you can see, I can just click on it and then join. And there are our educators waiting for you. Hello. Hi, there's the Kulu team. All right, so you'll get to meet them shortly. Wonderful. So they are ready for you. Están listos para ustedes. Y los clics individuales también lo pueden ver aquí. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. I believe that Miss Tillman and Miss Swinford are going to be together. It looks like it. So, all right. Is there anything else, Miss Wynn or Mr. Zaker or Miss Cranbeck?
If there are any families that need to know the homeroom that their student is in, as soon as we're finished